Hey, what is up guys, it's Phone Tech over here with another video, and in this one guys I'm going to be comparing the iPhone 6s to the iPhone 10 and a speed test here, so stay tuned. I'm gonna restart both devices. And start to power off appeared faster on the iPhone 10. And they're both off now, so I'm just gonna restart them. Not responding. Alright. And let's speak a bit about these devices. So this one has the A11 Bionic chip, hexa-core processor, where this has the A9 chip. This has dual-core processor. This one's faster. This one has a hexa-core, as I mentioned. This one has a 1.85 gigahertz processor, where this has 2 gigahertz. And as you can see, guys, the speed difference isn't that big. I mean, they're almost neck and neck. I mean, maybe 5 seconds or so faster on the iPhone 10. So the 6S is really decent when it comes to boot up. Alright guys, so first of all, before doing the speed test, I'm gonna test the second generation Touch ID and Face ID. So let's see which one's faster. And I'm gonna tap on the screen and click there. I think Touch ID second generation is faster because you're only required to click once and you're in. However, here sometimes you can misclick on the tap to wake up feature. So swiping, okay, definitely faster on the second generation iPhone 6s. So yeah, blazing fast. So guys, iPhone 7 and 8 still have the second generation Touch ID, which as you can see is super fast. So now Touch ID, Face ID alone. It's not bad, but Touch ID was definitely faster. Second generation, of course. If you wanna guys see how did the Touch ID first generation perform, check the video I'm gonna link down below. Check first generation Touch ID versus Face ID. Alright guys, so first of all I'm gonna do processor benchmark here on both. So this phone has, as you saw, has A9 chip, clocked at 1.85 gigahertz. With 2 gigabytes of RAM, where this has 3 gigabytes of RAM with a A11 Bionic chip clocked at 2.05 gigahertz, or it actually depends. But yeah, the score there is very high on the iPhone 10. So almost like, I don't know, 2.5 times the score of the multi-core score of the iPhone 6s. And when it comes to single-core score, it's 1,100 more, so 1.5 times. So yeah, and you can see guys, both are running iOS 11.1.2, the latest, as of this video. And I'm just gonna close everything in the background and start a speed test. Alright guys, so everything's closed in the background on both. And let's go. First up, calendar, about the same there. I don't know, I thought that the 6S was faster. Weather, 6S was faster, but the loading, the refreshing was about the same there. Next up, maps, and about the same to be honest. App Store, and yeah, sort of identical, and that's a 6S, not a 7 or an 8. Next up, clock on both, about the same. And next up, home. Yeah, so iPhone 10 was a tiny millisecond faster there. Next up, phone, about the same, maybe exactly the same as well. And next up, iBooks. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this one to the iPhone 6s. Next up, wallet on both, and 6s was faster. But iPhone 10 loads 2 cards there, so I don't know why. iTunes Store, 10 was faster with loading the content. Stocks, exactly the same. Wow. Next up, reminders. Maybe 6S was faster, not sure. Next up, launching the camera and taking a picture. Maybe iPhone 10 was faster. some phone that take a picture after closing the app. That's interesting. Next up, videos. So I think they're identical. That's weird. Alright, so next up, Safari. Maybe identical. Okay, iPhone 10 did load it faster. And next up, I'm gonna load iPhone. 10 was faster. Next up, Notes. iPhone 6s was faster loading it. Alright, so opening the control center on both. Okay, both were smooth. So this is the first time opening the control center after turning on both devices. So for usually on older devices it gets glitchy. Alright. Let's open up some games. First up, Fruit Ninja. Okay, yeah. iPhone 10 was a bit faster there. Space Frontier on both. Yeah, as you can see, this game is still not optimized for the iPhone 10. I mean, there are some black bars at the top. Temperon 2. And this one is optimized on the other hand, so good to see. Yeah, faster on the iPhone 10, but really, is it that much faster? Not that much of a difference. So, sort of identical. Of course, you have a bigger screen here, more pixels to push, but still, both phones are super fast. So next up, I'm gonna do an Antutu benchmark test on both. And this score here, guys, is for my iPhone 6, not for my iPhone 10. So for some reason, it shows here. And I'm gonna do the test. Alright, and I'm gonna just speed up the video. Alright guys, so here we have the scores. There is some difference actually. So this is the first one I see exceeding a 200,000 mark with a score of 207,000, where this has 117,000. So there is some 90,000 score difference. And if you go into details, so in 3D, 3D is the point where the iPhone 10 outshines the iPhone 6s. And when it comes to CPU, they're about the same, to be honest. And you guys saw the CPU speed difference. I mean, they're almost the same, neck and neck when it comes to launching apps. So yeah, CPU is not that much faster. RAM is like sort of double, but yeah, actually it's fair because it has 1 extra gigabyte of RAM. And with the UX, clearly faster on the iPhone 10. But the 3D is the point where the iPhone 10 obliterates the iPhone 6s. So guys, one more thing to test before I forget. 3 touch speed on both, so this won't be that easy to do. I see, so it's about the same. Maybe this iPhone 10 is responding a bit faster, slightly, but there's no lag whatsoever on the, about the same. And there's no lag whatsoever on the iPhone 6s. So in previous versions of iOS 11 there was some lag. Now it's pretty perfect there. Yeah, about the same. Alright guys, there you have it. That was a speed test comparison between the 6s and the 10. And I want to just mention something guys. So the battery on the 6s really dropped down too much, so like about 30% at the test, where this iPhone 10 just dropped by 10% or so. Because Antutu benchmark is really power demanding, but so the iPhone 6s chip is not that efficient as the iPhone 10s, but it was, when it comes to speed, both phones were super fast. but you're getting way better batteries on the 10. So 10 is just launching the apps without even stressing out. So this phone is pushing its limits to compete with the 10, and that's why you're getting lower battery on the 6S. So hope you guys like the video. Subscribe for more content and peace out.